This is Dr. Lou Sella, and I'm a doctor of sport and performance psychology. Today we're going to discuss unlocking your athlete's potential, the power of celebrating small wins. So whether this is your son, your daughter, or you're a coach and it's your athlete, here's 3 actions you take to celebrate small wins. Number 1, there's got to be consistent practice. They've got to practice to build implicit conditioning and conviction. So basically, if you want them to be implicitly conditioned, for example, in baseball, hitting a baseball, hitting the curve, the slider, the fastball, the changeup, the only way you're going to do it is it's got to happen all the time. So consistent practice, and that's what builds conviction. And how do you get players to love the sport? You get to the practice at that sport all the time. Number 2, nutrition, less carbs. And we're in a world now that we're starting to figure out carbs make people sick. Obviously, we'll redefine that for those of you who are going to start to go, well, what about complex carbs? Cool. Less simple carbs. Less simple carbs. That's what's needed. That's the big thing with their diet. There's less simple carbs in it. And number 3, prioritize rest. As I've said in other videos, if they're to get up at 7 a.m., have them go to bed at 7 p.m. Even if they lay in bed bored for several hours, whatever, you want them to get bored, because then they take care of all the thoughts they have in their head, and you want to get them to that point where they get bored and then they go to sleep, because if you allow them to do that, they're getting actual rest. So prioritize rest with the 12-hour rule, less simple carbs. That's obviously, if you don't know what a simple carb is, it's usually the stuff that's processed. And consistent practice to build implicit conditioning and conviction. Obviously, you have to find the fine line between consistent practice and burnout. So, there you go. Okay, now, I help athletes nationwide in all sports strengthen their mental game. So, if your athlete's a gymnast, dancer, just spoke to a dancer a couple minutes ago, football, basketball, baseball, ice hockey, field hockey, golf, tennis, I've worked with them all. You want them to strengthen their mental game, create the elite performance environment in sport and in life, and get them to thrive and advance in 2025 and beyond. Connect with me at 570-332-0265. Let's schedule a one-on-one consultation so we can do all those things right here, right now. And I'll see you in the next video. We'll talk soon.